did is he's gonna jab, right? Or he can cross. For the safety of the video, just makes it easier. We're gonna do a jab right here. When he jabs into my body, I don't wanna make contact too fast because the moment I make the first contact, the second hit is gonna punch through. So what we do in JKD, the JKD program is gonna be simultaneously defending and hitting. So the moment he comes in, I'm gonna move my body to a side. You notice I still parry. This is what we call a pak. You can do a traditional way of parry. Notice how my hand stays right here. The front hand is gonna punch directly into the body like this, or the head, or sometimes we'll go into what we call the neck, right? So one more time. You notice how my head moves to the side. So I wanna do like a slip motion first. That same time, I pak his hand, and the third time, I strike down the middle, right? That's gonna give me the first shot into the head. This will allow me to follow through my combinations to the body, or if his hand stays right here, I'm gonna double pak again. I'm gonna do a backhand to the head, and then I follow through my combination, okay? And it can be any combination that you wanna do. So, one more time. Defensively, when he punches me, I move my body to the side. I can punch the body, I can punch to the head. From there, two options. One is he retreats his head because when people get it punched, usually the head goes back. When the head goes back, that allows me to follow through my combination. If his hand stays right here, right, then I will trap it, bury it back down, and I'll pak again. And that back fist will go to the head. Am I gonna care about the free hand? Yes. That's why you should never do this technique moving this angle because a cross will come through. You'll notice when I move, I'm moving away from the target, right? Then from there, I cross and hook and cross. You can follow through any combination you want, okay? It doesn't have to be cross or cross. For the sake of the video, I go into a cross, hook, and cross, okay? So that's how you can do pak defensively, right? Offensively, if I strike, if I'm the guy who does a jab and cross like that, you're gonna see a very typical reaction is people's gonna either parry or they'll block, right? The moment he blocks my cross, you'll notice that the hand goes off to the line, right? From here, I'm gonna take my left hand or the lead hand, I'm gonna parry, grab the hand back down. This is what we call lap sao. As soon as I do this, I'm gonna let my elbow go over and I do a back fist. Right there, just hook, and then you can cross right away, okay? So I'm gonna change the angle one more time. I can jab to the head, cross to the body. You notice how he parries down. Typically, you gotta watch out for this hand. So the moment I feel like his arm is touching my hand, I'm gonna parry the hand down like this. We'll call this lap sao. Back fist, same time. Now, because the angle of my body stays in a very, I'm still in the range of getting a strike with a free hand. I need to move my body to the side. So I'll move my head and my body away from the center. Notice I step to the side and I cross. And then from there, you can either follow through combinations or you can follow through with the kick. So in slow motion, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I can kick or I can elbow in the air, okay? So that's two ways to apply the basic trapping. The third variable, which is my favorite thing to do, okay? This is my go-to in sparring. This is called sticking, right? So it's like almost like I let him jab, right? You'll notice how my hands do like a capture motion. Even if he does a jab cross, my hand doesn't leave off the center line. I just allow my hand to stay right here, like that. Now, the moment that I feel the hand comes in, I'm gonna tap and I just follow through, right? Very sticky. So as soon as I tap it, I'm gonna pop the hand off the line. I do not use my hand to push down. I just use my elbow to kind of sort of deflect the hand away from the center. You can deflect two variables, so two different directions. One is down, one is to the side. So when he punches me, I can pat it down. Here's what you can do on the test. He jabs and he withdraws the hand back. You'll notice you always want to contract your hand on the same line. So what I want is I make him drop his hand slightly like that. You notice I'm not really moving my hand like this, but rather I use my fingers and my palm to push his hand down. That's one way. The other way is to the side, like that. So he reaches my face, I just move his hand off to the side, just like that. So what that does is it opens up a window, right? When that window's open, I tap and I just punch through. Am I gonna worry about the cross? Yes. So you always move your head as you do this technique. Remember, everybody tends to strike the last known location of your head. He's less likely to predict my body and my head movement. So if my head stays right here, he's more likely to strike towards my head. So the moment he jabs, the cross comes in, I have time to move. But if I stay here the whole time, when I punch, we're gonna exchange that cross, okay? So I tap, and the moment I move my body, I cross through. Even if it crosses my head is not on the center line anymore. I wanna make sure I move my shoulder and my body forward to the side. Then from there, once I strike, you can body hook, overhand, and you can follow through all the different combinations that you want in there, okay? So that's 3 different concepts. Let's recap. The first one is using a park defensively. It's when he punch, I move my body to the side. Simultaneously, I'm gonna trap his head and same time hit him on the center. You can hit the head or the body. If he drop his hand, I punch through immediately. If he does not, I tap and I back fist and I cross through right away. The second variable is I do a follow-up jab and cross. If he parries like that, I just wipe off his hand, lapsal guacho, and then hook and then cross. Comes right through. The third variable is when he punch me, I tap and I go right away. From there, same thing, combination, follow through in the air. So that's 3 ways to follow up. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on a boxing glove and we're just gonna play with the technique just a little bit. So that way you can see what it looks like with the gloves on. All right, guys. So now that we have the gloves on, let's play with the 3 variables, okay? So let's recap real quick, okay? Even with the gloves on, the drill doesn't change. Just remember, whenever you're doing a drill, do not chase the hand out of your range. We all have that critical range distance. I have to remember, if I step right here, I'm inside his punching range. So when he extends his jab, we'll cross out. See, he can touch my face very easily. So we always start with the drill outside of a critical range zone. So now when he wants to punch me, he has to step forward towards my body. Then he makes that shot. So when we're doing the drilling, I want to make sure both of us are outside the range of striking or maybe kicking, right? So that way we can play safely. So number 1, I have to be able to register when he comes through. So when he jabs my body or my head, that's the timing that I'm trying to play. I let him comes in. You'll notice that when the hand comes in, he's stepping through the line. So the moment that happens, I'm gonna step off line and punch directly to the body or the head. Remember, once I made that first shot, my hand stays back up and I'm gonna cross, hook, cross, and then can follow through any sort of combination. Number 2 is when he draw the hand and stay right there. Sorry, he's saying stay right here. Once the hand is here, I'm gonna remember, trap the hand and back fist immediately. Notice how the hand goes through. This hand's gonna meet to fire through with a cross, hook, cross, and you can follow either with a kick or more combinations on the hands, okay? That's on the park defensively. On the lopping hand, if I follow through with a body cross, the hand comes through, I'm gonna trap the hand back up, and now just hook, cross, and follow through the combinations more, okay? So that's second variable. The third variable, which is my favorite one, is when he jabs, I tap his hand and I follow through. Remember, once I tap, the hand stays on the center. It almost looks like this, and I just follow through on the same line. So it's almost like tap and I go. You can do this with a rear hand, or you can do this with a lead hand. That is still gonna be a pop and strike, or pop and strike. So it's like a half beat of timing. So number 1, or number 2, okay? So I'm gonna let my opponent strike me with a simple jab and cross, and this is how you can actually develop your timing. So my opponent Mike is gonna jab and cross my face, right? So my goal and my ability is, before that cross lands on my head, I need to counter the timing. And he's gonna give me a very constant motion as we move. 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. And like that. And even without follow-up, I just not defend. See? 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. 1, follow through. Or follow through. Just like that, okay? Now, once we get this, let's actually speed up, okay? Now, mine's gonna speed up a little bit. Pa, pa, good. A little faster. Good. The whole entire goal is I wanna get used to the motions and the timing. Because the faster he strikes, the faster my hand has to go. Just like that, okay? So that's how you can actually apply the variables into the JKD trapping. If you have any questions, please leave a comment in the section below, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to respond to you guys. And thank you so much. I'll see you guys next week.